Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, you are going to watch an English conversation that I had with a friend of mine who is American. So let's get started, but if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. So let's do it. So Kat, first of all, it is a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for your presence. And to begin with, would you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, I'm Kat. I'm 17 years old. I like cats, dogs, sharks.
Nice. Which is your favorite animal, by the way?
I don't have favorites.
No?
Like, if I see an animal, I'm like, oh, that's awesome, you know?
And do you have any pet?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Oh, really? What's its
Yeah.
name? I mean, I know, guys, but I'm just pretending I don't.
His name,
Just kidding.
His name is Schnitzel. The vet said he's part shark. I don't know what breed he is.
Okay. Could you show us him?
Yeah, I'll get a photo.
He's so cute, right, guys? And how old is he?
We got him like about a year ago, maybe.
I see.
Yeah.
And why did you choose to have him?
I don't know. He had the same name as my mom's old dog, so she was a bit empathetic about it.
Mm-hmm.
And she decided to keep it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Anyway, have you got hobbies?
Music, gaming, and drawing. Yeah.
But tell me, do you prefer listening to music or to play instruments?
I prefer both simultaneously as well.
And what kinds of instruments can you play?
I can play piano, a keyboard, trumpet, darbuka, which is a Middle Eastern drum, and a little bit of drums.
Whoa,
yeah.
She's an expert in music.
I mostly play keyboard. Yeah.
Whoa, amazing. And I know that you know some languages and you've taken up one lately. So tell us, how long have you been studying languages and what are the languages you can speak?
I've been studying Japanese. I started recently Portuguese. I don't know what level I am in Japanese. I can understand conversations, and speak. I feel like I'm better listening than speaking. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can speak Hebrew and English fluently. And I know a bit of words here and there in like other languages.
Cool.
Yeah.
And now let's talk a little bit about languages because I know that some people here are learning multiple languages, but they have no clue how to start becoming fluent, how to really learn properly them. So what kind of advice would you give to them?
For vocabulary, I would recommend flashcards and all kinds of quizzes that require you to play with it and like memorize. For grammar, I would recommend videos and websites where you can really hear it and the sentence structures and everything. For speaking, there's a bunch of apps you can talk to like natives and it's very useful. Plus the videos also help you like immerse a little bit.
Yes.
Also watching videos, listening to podcasts, listening to music, immersing in like the culture itself.
Definitely. I totally agree. I mean, these are very important stuff that you have to have it in your mind before starting a language. if you
Yeah.
really want to speak naturally, if you really want to become fluent, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
if you really want to become fluent, you shall immerse yourself into it, in the languages you are learning. So that is absolutely.
Yeah.
And now let's move to family. How many members do you have in your family?
I have 6 members, including me. 7 if you want to include the dog. Don't make jokes about the number. I have 3 siblings, 4 including me. Yeah.
You said you speak Hebrew, right? That's because, as I know, you live in Israel. So, how's your life there? What do you usually do? And what are the differences between your life before going to Israel and now?
I feel like there's many differences: the culture, the food, the lifestyle as well, the weather, the architecture, the agriculture. There's a lot of differences that you can like notice immediately.
I see. And how's the weather?
I feel like recently the weather's pretty similar. Like, my friend came over like 2 days ago to my house, and he said he skipped like the worst weather possible. It's like raining there all the time right now.
Whoa.
Like, why are you so but I like rain. I don't mind it, but it's like floods stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like maybe 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 36 degrees Celsius. Yeah, on average.
And tell us more about your daily routine. What do you usually do in the morning, in the afternoon, at night?
In the morning, I breathe. Probably the first thing I do. I wake up. I get out of bed. I brush my teeth. I have breakfast. And then get to do other activities. Usually not like difficult ones. I recently been spending a lot of time doom scrolling. It shouldn't be like what I do in the morning because it takes like 2 hours off of my time.
But you are on vacation, right?
Yeah, but I could still do many things on vacation, but I don't get to them.
Okay, but I think it is fair. You should rest a little bit.
Oh no, I feel like I sleep a lot on vacation.
Yeah, me too. For sure. What about your afternoons?
My afternoons, I eat lunch, probably play video games and talk to people, watch videos, maybe walk around a bit, like around the neighborhood or go shopping or something like that. And at night, I'm usually in bed watching videos or hang out with family, and then going to bed. Yeah.
And how's the war situation? Is it over?
Right now it's kind of heating up. I don't really know what's going on. One day they're saying there's going to be an attack. The other day they're saying everything's a lie. And it's much more peaceful than it was a few months ago where you couldn't leave the house. Yeah, fortunately.
And about that, were you scared? How were you feeling?
Not necessarily scared, because you have to like trust in the country to protect you and everything. But I feel like you can die from anything. It's just like a matter of time and from what. But that doesn't mean you have to like. It doesn't mean you have to be scared of every single thing around you. You know. So you just continue like living on. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now guys, we are going to a random section in this moment, and I'm going to ask Kat some questions, okay? They will be sometimes crazy, interesting, or whoa, surprising. I don't know. Let's see how it
Yeah.
will go, and she will do the same for me. Let's get started.
Okay.
The first question I prepared was, tell us the best day of your life. When was it?
Mm,
And why was it the best?
I'm not sure what the best day of my life was. Probably meeting up with my friend that I haven't seen in a very long time because I was in a very deep spot, like in mindset at the moment that happened. And then it was just like a ray of light and
Uh
sunshine
huh.
in front of me. And it like, I felt a difference. I felt
Great.
that I could do a difference too,
Uh huh.
like make a difference. Um, it was great. It made me very happy and very sad afterwards, but also very happy.
All right. What about your question? What have you prepared to me?
Um, do you remember what you wrote to Santa Claus? If you have wrote a letter before.
Whoa, that's a good one. I don't know if I'm going to remember right now, but I've definitely writing some letters to Santa Claus, right? I guess
Yeah,
all children have done it.
yeah,
But let me see here. Well, maybe when I was younger, I wanted some Spider-Man toys, figures, and
yeah.
I
That's a really
think
good
I
one.
wrote a letter to him. And then, of course, my parents bought me it. And I thought, oh, Santa Claus. But that's funny, guys, because my parents would always fess up to me that Santa Claus didn't exist. So, but it would even be funny and good for a child like me because they would buy presents to me. So, it would be an extra present that I could receive. So, yes,
Yeah.
that's what I can think
Um,
for now. My last question for you is the craziest trip you've ever been to.
maybe like 3 years ago when I went from Florida to Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and on our way there was like it was hurricane season, and I think it was in Tennessee, where we drove past, and it was nighttime, and it was pouring down rain. There were crazy storms and floods,
Whoa.
and we stopped at a gas station, grabbed iced tea and kettle chips. I think it was like the triangle ones,
Mm.
and my parents were debating, oh, we can probably drive past Tennessee. We could probably get to like the other state. And then we decided to book a hotel for the night. And then in the morning, we turned on the news and saw that some crazy disaster happened and many people were hurt. I'm pretty sure I remember some were even killed in the same area that we were driving. So
Whoa.
if
That
if
is
we would
crazy.
have, yeah, if we would have driven like um through there instead of staying at a hotel, we'd probably not be the same today.
Too dangerous, right? If I were you, I think I would die immediately because I would be too scared and afraid of the storm and the
Yeah,
things.
there were
Whoa.
so many crazy things that happened in that trip. Like on the way back, we stopped in Paris, and there were crazy floods there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's that's whoa, unbelievable,
yeah.
too
It's like the
crazy.
floods were following us.
Thank you so much for sharing it. And well, I
Yeah.
guess that is. Thank you so much for your presence and your time with us here. I hope we
Yeah,
may
thank
talk
you.
another day, another time, and I hope
Yeah,
that you may participate in other videos. And that is, see you.
yeah.
Have
It's
a
been an
good
honor.
night.
See you.
Bye.
You too.